Carlos Campos is suing hairstylist Ariel Marie for cutting his hair too short.
He's suing the hairdresser for cutting his hair too short, but the only thing I see is there's not a lot of hair.
Mr. Campos, what do you do for a living?
I'm a lawyer.
Where?
San Antonio, Texas. Hope you don't use that against me.
He is a lawyer.
No, I'm going to hold your lawsuit against you because it's stupid.
Well, to me, it's personal, and if you got a bad haircut, I'm sure you would be happy.
It's stupid.
You have to love her. She's so honest. It is stupid. It is stupid. You would think that a lawyer is more educated, the smartest person in the room. But in this case...
I'm surprised. I didn't know what you did for a living, so I'm actually surprised that you acknowledged that you were a lawyer. I would have thought that a lawyer had more respect for courts.
Okay, she's thinking the same thing as I am. Maybe I should be a lawyer. No, I'm not that smart. I'm not. So I'm good in what I do. I think I know my thing after 30 years. To be a judge, that's out of my league.
You went to the defendant to have your hair cut. Whatever hair you have left, you wanted to have cut.
She's roasting him. Oh my God. She will... You already know the outcome here. She is not a fan.
And she cut your hair too short, so you're suing her for $5,000.
Oh my God, 5,000. Maybe it's $1 for each hair that he has left. And I can say that because I have the same amount of hair on my head. Even a little bit more, I guess.
That's a ridiculous lawsuit. It's a ridiculous waste of judicial time. Only thing is, this is a television courtroom, so we actually have fun doing sometimes ridiculous cases, which I'm sure is the reason you came here.
Well, no, in America, we entitled different
Just a
opinions.
second. Listen to me. Mr. Campos, this is not an audition, and I've already got the job.
Oh my God. This is really a roast. This will not look good for him.
Did you pay for the haircut?
Yes, I did.
How much did you pay for the haircut?
$10.
That's very cheap. In America, normally you hear prices that are out of the roof, but this is actually cheap. So he paid $10. I'm really curious, do they have a picture how short it was? Because it is already short.
And when you paid the $10, she had already cut your hair.
Yes, she had shaved my head.
Oh, she shaved it. Oh, was it like mine?
And when did you get this short haircut?
It was a couple of days before Christmas, about December 21st.
And right now we're 3 months later, and is this the usual length of your hair?
Yes, it is.
Great. Now you're going to show me a picture of what your head looked like after the defendant cut your hair.
Shaved my head.
Now I'm really curious what she did. Maybe it was better.
Okay. She gave you a very short haircut. It's not shaven, but it's very, very short.
Well, it's indeed not shaven. I see it was with the clippers. Did you communicate before you went to the washing base or something? Normally, a client comes in the chair and you say, what do you want? And then the client says, I want that. You can talk. I would not do that. I recommend that. What do you want? What do you get? What is possible? What is not possible? Very important. What is not possible? For example, I know it sounds silly, but example, he comes in the salon, he says, I want a fringe. You can laugh now, but sometimes we have the most ridiculous requests. Sometimes I look around and I think, where is the camera? Is this candid camera? Where is the camera? They are joking with me. And then I have to explain in a very nice and polite way that what they ask is not possible for many reasons. Sometimes people understand and we are searching for a solution which works for both of us. Sometimes people don't want to understand.
And it took probably about 3 weeks for your hair to grow out.
Your opinion, I don't know, maybe a month.
Whatever. It took a month for your hair to grow out. And were you working during that time, Mr. Campos?
No,
that's just a second. Were you working? That's a yes or a no during that month.
She's not happy with him. She's really roasting him.
Well, I'm self-employed, so some days I work, some days I don't. Yes, I was working.
The answer was you were working. And You didn't work over the Christmas holidays.
I wasn't claiming lost wages.
You don't claim lost wages. How do you get to 5,000 then? From a 10 to 5,000. Would you come and say, I want my money back? Okay. Okay. We can understand that. But 5,000, what do you claim then? Did somebody die of laughing? It's possible.
Mr. Campos, it's not an audition, sir.
I'm not
I don't think you're
auditioning.
cute.
I'm just
I don't
responding
think-
to what you
I
say.
don't think you're cute.
I'm not trying to be cute.
Great.
You're
Good.
trying to be cute.
Good.
You are cute.
Mr. Campos.
She's roasting him, and he's so... It's like love letters to her.
You are absolutely correct. That's why I have the job, and you get $10. And that's the judgment of the court. Goodbye.
You
We're
don't want to hear
done.
the facts?
We're done.
Like I said, he can have $10 back. That's it.
Mr. McNeil, you have a hairdressing salon.
I do.
And Miss Vargas was a client of yours.
Yes, ma'am, she was.
Do you remember when she first came into your salon?
It was around October the 14th of 2017.
And after October 14th of 2017, how many more times did she come to the salon?
She came periodically every 3 to 6 months for touch-ups.
And who did her touch-up?
I did.
3 to 6 months. I understand 3, but 6 months for a touch-up? Your hair is not growing fast?
So she came to you for approximately a year and some, so she came maybe 3 times.
She is suing him for $1,880 for service, wages, and defamation. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, English is not my mother tongue. Let me check that. The action of damaging the good reputation of someone. Okay.
Estimated
How many
guess.
times, Miss Vargas, did you go to Mr. McNeil's salon?
I believe I went to his salon 4 or 5 times.
Great. The last time you went, were you paid by credit card?
I did.
The previous times, did you have the same kind of service?
I honestly, now retrospectively, I'm not sure what he did each time, but the amount was different each time.
Are you telling me that you don't remember what service plaintiff? Do you have your hair colored?
See, I'm very new to having my hair colored in any way.
That's very easy.
Don't you know, did he colored your hair? I know you don't know the terminology of hairdressers. I understand that. But you have to know if they color your hair or cut your hair. If you are sitting in the chair, you know that they are coloring or cutting your hair or blow drying your hair. You don't know the terminology, that's fine, but you know what's happening with your hair, right?
So the
Yes,
answer
Your
is
Honor.
either yes or no. So you color your hair. Did you have it colored from October of 2017 up until June of 2018 by anyone other than Mr. McNeil?
No. And just
So
to have clarity on the color is I know he was removing color from my hair, which is called something else, and I'm still working with the terminology that they use in salons. So I'm sorry.
So he was taking out color that somebody
Yes.
had put in.
No, my own natural color.
He was taking out your natural color.
Yes.
Are you crazy?
That's what he said had to happen.
So he was bleaching. That's the thing. If they are taking your hair out, that's bleaching. Indeed, that was not coloring.
Well, he said to do what he needed to do, which was a technique called balayage or balayage.
So now you know the technical terms. And a balayage is a bleach, but it's not looking as a balayage. It more looks like an ombre effect.
Tell me what you wanted when you went
I
to the
bought-
salon. You go to a salon. You don't
Yes.
walk in there. You say, well, I'm going to go window
Yes.
shopping, see something's on sale.
True.
You make an appointment to go to a salon
Yes.
because you want a
That's right.
particular service.
You have to love her. He's like, I want to speak. He's like, she's so strict and funny.
Indeed.
Okay? And what service did you want when you went to Mr. McNeil's salon?
Balayage.
And tell me your interpretation of
Yes.
what balayage means.
Absolutely. I looked at it as a contrast of something that I also saw that I was considering that was called ombre. Ombre is where you take the darker hair and then it fades into like a lighter color on the bottom, where balayage is a painting technique that mixes like the different tones in like a natural kind of way that doesn't fade from top to bottom, but more as a out to in, if that makes sense.
Oh, my God.
Whoa, for somebody who is not knowing any terminology of the hair business, let me tell you, you explained an amazing thing now. So, the 1 minute, I don't know the terms, and then you give a technical information. Okay.
So he charged you different amounts for the 4 times that you went.
Yes.
And the 5th time, what did he charge you?
$220.
And the last one for $220 was when?
That was on June 20th.
Did you reverse that charge?
No, I
220?
reversed a charge for $480 that was on my card from Douglas.
When was $480 put on your card?
That
I'm so sorry. Every time it's like in school. And every time she's like, shut up. So I don't understand. She paid 220, she returned 450. What happened here?
very evening.
I thought June 20th was 220.
Me too.
Is what you're saying it should have been 220, but he charged you 480?
Yes.
Oh, he charged too much. So it was 220 and he charged 480 from the card. Okay, now I understand. And she wants that money back. It's not like she was not happy with her hair. It's a money issue.
And did you at some point tell her that you had made a mistake by charging 480?
No, ma'am, because it originally was not my mistake. It was her mistake.
Just a second. How much was the service?
The service was $220.
But I have a $480 charge here.
Correct.
And the mistake was?
She entered $250 for the tip. I brought it to her attention at the end of the sale. I said, did you mean to pay me $480?
I want to have clients like that. $250 tipped, that's double. That's not 20 or 25% anymore.
She said
well,
no.
220 and 250 is 470, not 480.
Because she added a $10 tip on there as well, Your Honor.
She can count better than me. I was so under the impression of 250 tip that I forgot it was 470 and not 480. See? That's why she's a judge and I'm a hairdresser.
The plaintiff refunded on your Amex $250, leaving what the charge was as $220.
No.
Did you ever, just answer my question,
He paid back. So what's the problem then?
did you ever reverse the $220
I never reversed 220.
I have proof that she reversed the $230.
or $230?
Yes, ma'am, I
May
did.
I see it?
There
Did you
go.
reverse $230?
Yes.
Then you owe him $220. Why did you
It
reverse?
looks that way, and I'm just ready for whenever you're ready for me.
I'm ready.
I'm really confused and I understand why I'm a hairdresser now, but maybe it works different in America. But he paid back, she reversed it. So she paid him too much. He paid it back. But then she took more money of that, and now she has to pay him again.
Okay.
Did you pay him
Yes.
$220?
No.
Then you owe him $220.
I got the $230 back on my credit card October 7th.
So did you return it to him?
No, because he
Then you owe him $220.
he served me to be in court.
Okay. Well, you owe him $220.
As it stands right now in this part of the story, yes, indeed.
That's the only story I'm interested in. I'm
Okay,
not
that's
interested in
fine.
your nonsense of his
Okay.
gross negligence. I'm not interested.
Oh.
I'm not interested in anything else.
It's already third or the fourth time that he's like doing this. Shut up, you're winning.
She got her money back, but she didn't get it back until October. This happened in June?
Yes, ma'am.
That's a long time. June, July, August, September, October, which is when she was notified that she finally got her money back from American Express. You're owed your money.
Yes.
That's
also,
all.
Your Honor, she's pretty much drugged my salon's name through she's put out bad reviews.
She's
since
allowed to do that. Just a second.
Oh, I now he had to get back $220 or $230, but it was $1,800 that he asked. So lost wages and bad reviews.
But
She's
it's not
allowed to
true,
do-
Your Honor.
But I don't know if it's true or not. She's allowed to do that. If you advertise on the internet and you're involved with social media, somebody can put in a review. It's part of the risk that you take of being on the internet.
Okay.
Part of the risk. $220. Judgment for the plaintiff. We're done. Thank you.
That's true. And it's a bad thing that people can give negative comments on the internet. Some are correct, but some are not correct because some are doing that to harm you because they don't like you or they want to do you harm, and it's not fair anymore. So you have to read between the lines. If you read reviews, you see sometimes if like for a hotel and you see amazing breakfast, very good breakfast. The breakfast was amazing. And then sometimes in between, breakfast was horrible. What happened that day? Just horrible for you and nobody else. So you have to read between the lines, and people are entitled to do that. It's a shame, but hey, it's the thing of the internet. All I'm going to say today is, ciao.